Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This video will be talking about the money mistakes to avoid when relocating to the United States. First thing we're going to talk about is that debit card or credit card that we have in our home country. So when you're relocating, we do not want you to actually leave a large amount of money in a bank account that you have a card for. My husband, when he was coming over, he actually thought it was okay to leave a large amount of money in an account that he had a card for. What they did was copy that card and basically wipe that account clean. So when he went back and he needed to do a few things, he realized then that it was all missing. So he did not have like an alert or anything like that he could check before. So it was sad that they had taken out all of that money and he had to make a police report, actually had to have it investigated before he can get back any of that money. Well, I think they gave him back half. Yeah, I think they gave him half, and then he has to, after the investigation, half will go back to his account. So yeah, if I were you, I would rather just leave the account. For example, if you're still going to be getting paid, I would leave my account. I would cancel my card and I will just leave my account as is. So if I have to get money from that a bank account, I would just go into the bank and actually do a withdrawal through the teller. So yeah, number one is get rid of that credit card or that debit card, okay? If you're not going to be using it, especially if you're not going to be using it over here and you can't monitor it as much as you'd like, get rid of it, okay? Scamming is not only affecting the elderly and the rich, it is affecting people that are going to work every day like you and I, okay? So the second one is when you're coming over, always make sure that you have sufficient amount of money that can take you to at least 3 months. So at least 3 months expenses. So when I was coming over, do not be like me. I did not save enough money. So when I was coming over, I came over with, I would say, less than $3,000. And there was a lot of expenses. For example, I do not have a credit history in this country. So therefore, I had to put down like a month rent for a deposit for my apartment. Also, I needed a bed, I needed groceries, I needed a lot of things for my apartment just to make it feel homely and comfortable. Not saying that I would fully furnish that apartment, but I needed the things in that apartment to make sure that I was comfortable or like livable, basically. So yeah, ensure that you have sufficient amount of money in your account when coming over, so you can be able to survive for at least 3 months. So another thing is, do not get an expensive apartment or car. I can't stress this enough. Like, for example, when I came over, I was thinking about safety, but also I was looking at the aesthetics of certain apartments. I was like, oh my God, it has a balcony. Oh my God, it has a pool. Oh my God, it has a volleyball court. Oh my God, it has this. So I was like so excited when I saw most of those things that I did not even use. Okay? I didn't use any of. I didn't play volleyball. I didn't even swim for a little bit. It's like I can count on one hand how many times I went to the pool living there for 6 months. I utilized my balcony a lot, but I wouldn't say it's a must-have because it's not like I was out there like every day or on my days off. It was just there. So when you're looking for apartments, look for something that is reasonable, something that you feel comfortable in, but also not something that is going to break your pocket. My car, on the other hand, I bought a Chevrolet Cruze, and this car lost the value for it, just dropped like immediately. It dropped so bad. Like when I found out the cost of the car, like after a year, like saying the cost of the car after a year, yeah, I felt like I was robbed. I felt like, oh my God, I was used, right? But actually, once you drive that car off the lot, it starts losing value. And The car, I think it's a good car. It's still going, it's still running smoothly. I've driven this car across state. I've driven this car from Oklahoma to Florida, so it's still holding up pretty good. But I could have gotten like a SUV for the same price that I paid for this car. Okay, so yeah, it was just, I spent too much money on that car. So yeah, whatever, it's gone. Yeah. So another thing is, when you come over here, if you came on the program that I came on, they actually assist you with getting a credit card. I've never used a credit card in Jamaica, okay? Basically, I lived on what I was making. If I did not have it, I would go without it. Over here, I got a credit card, so I was basically swiping away, and I didn't even realize until it was too late, because I had bought so many things because I thought this money was just readily available to swipe and just pay off the minimum per month and all that jazz. So what I was doing was, I was like buying clothes, buying plane ticket. I applied for another credit card because I said that I wanted a travel credit card, and that I can get points so I can pay for luggage, or I can pay for another ticket for free. Darling, if you can pay for it cash, pay for it cash. If you can swipe your debit card and pay for it with your debit card, because the interest that you're going to pay on these cards are ridiculous. Okay, you will be paying these cards and it seems as if it's not going anywhere. It's like that amount of interest that you're paying, might as well you had paid that cash. I'm just saying. So yeah, I would advise you, like, if you can go without a credit card, go without it. Unless you can pay for it per month, then do that. If you can pay off the statement per month, do that. Then if not, leave it alone. Let it stay home, okay? Another thing is that do not fully furnish your apartment until after that 6 months employee evaluation. So at that 6 months mark, you will definitely know from your employer if they are going to be keeping you. You don't want to dive head on and basically furnish your apartment, and in 2 months or 3 months, or at your 3-month evaluation, employee evaluation, they're like, well, this is not going to work out, and your agency have to look for another hospital. If they send you to a state and it doesn't work out with that facility, they can move you to a state that is 5 to 12 hours away. So don't fully furnish your apartment, because if you do that and you have to move, that's gonna cost you a lot of money, okay? Or you're gonna be selling some stuff that you have spent a lot of money on for little to nothing. Because when you're selling these things on Let Go or Facebook or whatever app you use to sell furniture or sell stuff, these people don't want to pay the same price. Some of these people don't want to pay the same price that you spent in maybe City Furniture or whatever you spent in IKEA. They're not going to want to buy it for that exact price. They want a discount because they're going to be saying, hey, you've been using this or whatever. So yeah, and if you can't pay to move your stuff, or you can't rent a truck to move your stuff, and you're going to sell it, you're going to sell at a great loss. You know, a lot of people may be lucky enough that they will purchase these things at the same price that you bought it for. But in most cases, some of these people are just out to be like, hey, we're not going to take that because so and so. And you know, they have a right to say that, because you know, you might have had it looks used or whatever. But yeah, 3 months is a big loss to be selling a furniture that you bought brand new for less than what you've paid for it, okay? Especially if it's like lightly used, okay? So those are the 5 things that I wanted to touch base with you on. So number 1 is, if you have a credit or debit card that you're unable to monitor from overseas, get rid of it. if you have a large amount of money that you say you want to leave in the account because you're getting a good interest or you're getting some good benefits from keeping your money there, then ensure that you're able to monitor your money, your thing every 3 days or every week. Just make sure you're able to monitor that account. Look at that account every single day that you can, because those scammers are good. Okay, they're good. So yeah, that's one thing. Second, remember, if you're come over with money that can cover at least 3 months expenses. Based on your expenses, you know how to save it up, you know how to adjust that. So make sure you have at least 3 months expenses. Do not get an expensive car or an expensive apartment. Yes, you're looking for somewhere that is safe, but you do not want to break the bank or go hungry trying to live. And yeah. And 4, do not get happy swiping those credit cards, because you will pay a lot in interest. And 5, do not fully furnish your apartment unless you know that you will be on staff or they're actually planning to hold you for a long period of time, at least for a year. So that was the 5 things that I wanted to talk about as it relates to money mistakes to avoid when relocating to the United States. All right, guys. So guys, I want to thank you for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can keep getting all the quick notifications every time I post a new video. Have a blessed week. Bye.